Welcome back, coin lovers and rare currency enthusiasts. In today's exciting video, in the exciting world of rare coins, there's one piece that continues to turn heads and capture the interest of both seasoned collectors. First up, the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 1988 with the letter D mint mark. This coin, known for its distinctive brown dots and its very fine condition, has surged in popularity in recent years and is now seen as a hidden treasure with significant value in the modern coin market. In today's video, we are diving deep into why this coin is not just a piece of change, but a highly sought-after collectible with real dollar value in today's action-packed market. The Washington Quarter has a long and respected history in American coinage. Introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States, this quarter quickly became a staple of everyday American currency. The 1988 edition, minted in Denver, as indicated by the letter D mint mark, carries this historic legacy forward. What makes the 1988 with D particularly fascinating is its placement during a transitional era of American minting, where traditional techniques were evolving, making certain coins from this period especially unique. This coin represents a perfect blend of patriotic design and rich minting tradition, encapsulating the spirit of American heritage in a compact form. One of the standout features of the 1988 with D Washington Quarter in very fine condition is the presence of brown dots, a naturally occurring toning phenomenon that makes each coin visually unique. These brown dots are not flaws. Instead, they are prized by collectors for giving the coin a vintage, time-worn character that cannot be replicated. Combined with the sharp, clear details seen in very fine condition coins like the defined hairlines of Washington's portrait and the crispness of the eagle on the reverse, this quarter becomes more than just currency. It becomes a conversation piece and a showpiece in any collection. When it comes to rarity, the 1988 with D Washington Quarter with these brown toning spots in very fine condition is increasingly hard to find. Over the decades, most of these coins have been heavily circulated, worn down, or lost altogether. Finding one that still retains strong detail and aesthetic appeal is like discovering a needle in a haystack. And that is precisely why collectors are paying attention. The demand for such coins is growing rapidly, driven by a market that values both nostalgia and uniqueness. The scarcity of this particular variant in the coin world only adds to its desirability, making it a top choice among American quarter enthusiasts. Now let us talk about what everyone is eager to know, the current market value. The 1988 with D Washington Quarter with brown dots in very fine condition, is commanding impressive prices in today's market. Depending on buyer interest, condition sharpness, and toning appeal, these coins can fetch $75,000, and in some cases, significantly more if the coin exhibits strong eye appeal and original luster. Serious collectors and auction houses alike are placing strong bids on this coin, especially when it comes with authenticated grading. It is not just a quarter anymore, it is an investment, a slice of history that is climbing in value as demand continues to rise. For collectors looking to own or invest in this rare piece, there are a few key tips to keep in mind. Always prioritize condition, aim for coins that maintain clear design details, even wear, and attractive toning. Original brown spotting, when natural, can increase both uniqueness and value. Try to acquire coins that have been stored properly to avoid damage. And most importantly, consider getting the coin professionally graded, as third-party authentication can dramatically boost the coin's worth in the marketplace. The more complete your knowledge and attention to quality, the better positioned you are to benefit from this booming collector niche. In conclusion, the 1988 with D Washington Quarter dollar with brown dots in very fine condition is more than just a collectible. It is a highly desirable, historically significant, and financially valuable coin that continues to impress in today's action-packed collector's market. Its blend of historical charm, aesthetic uniqueness, and increasing rarity make it one of the most talked about quarter dollars among coin enthusiasts. If you are lucky enough to have one of these coins in your possession, you are not just holding on to metal, you are holding on to a piece of American history that is only growing in value with time. Next up, we are diving deep into the world of American numismatics to uncover the exceptional value and significance of one of the most captivating coins in United States. History: the 1966 Washington quarter without a mint mark, featuring a distinctive grey layer and preserved in very fine condition. This coin is more than just a piece of pocket change. It is a hidden gem in today's numismatic market, drawing major attention from serious collectors and investors alike. So, sit back as we explore its rich history, unique characteristics, and why it is soaring in demand across the coin collecting community today. The 1966 Washington quarter emerged during a transformative period in American coinage history. After the Coinage Act of 1965, the United States Mint removed silver from its dimes and quarters, replacing them with a clad composition of copper and nickel. This was a major shift, driven by rising silver prices and an effort to reduce minting costs. As a result, the 1966 quarter became part of the first full production year of non-silver Washington quarters. Strikingly, these coins were intentionally minted without any mint mark as the United States Mint sought to prevent hoarding and confusion during this transitional period. That makes the 1966 no mint mark quarter a powerful representation of a historical turning point in American coinage. What truly makes this coin stand out is its composition and visual appeal. The grayish surface, often referred to as the grey layer, results from the unique clad metal aging over time, giving it a distinct vintage appearance that sets it apart from other quarters. In very fine condition, this coin maintains sharp details in George Washington's portrait and the iconic eagle on the reverse. While clad quarters are generally considered common, the 1966 issue, especially in very fine condition, with the classic grey toning, has become a standout among collectors who recognize the importance of this transitional coin. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, this coin has skyrocketed in value due to a few compelling factors. First, coins from the mid-1960s often suffered from quality control issues, making high-condition examples increasingly difficult to find. Second, since no mint marks were used in 1966, identifying the coin's origin is nearly impossible, adding a layer of mystery that excites seasoned collectors. Third, the surviving population of quarters from this era has steadily declined, as many have been worn down through circulation or lost over time. Those that remain in very fine condition are now seen as rarities, true survivors of a pivotal moment in numismatic history. In today's active collectors market, the 1966 Washington quarter without a mint mark and in very fine condition is commanding impressive prices. While face value remains 25 cents, serious buyers are now paying several dollars for well-preserved examples, and in many cases, significantly more for coins with that signature grey tone. Depending on the buyer, condition, and appearance, values can range $98,000 or more, especially when marketed towards specialized collectors who appreciate the historical and visual uniqueness of this quarter. Auctions and private sales have shown that this coin is no longer just common currency. It is an asset with growing market value. For collectors looking to invest in this extraordinary coin, the key is to focus on quality and authenticity. Look for examples with crisp details, clean surfaces, and that beautiful natural grey layer. Avoid heavily worn or damaged coins, and always consider professional grading to enhance both market value and trust among buyers. Holding on to a 1966 Washington quarter in very fine condition could prove to be a wise move, especially as interest in vintage-clad coins continues to rise. It is also helpful to keep an eye on collector forums and auctions to track value trends and spot opportunities to expand your collection wisely. In conclusion, the 1966 Washington quarter without a mint mark isn't just a relic of the past, it is a treasure of the present. With its historical importance, eye-catching design, and increasing rarity in higher grades, it stands tall as one of the most desirable United States quarters for collectors and investors alike. If you happen to own one in very fine condition, you are holding a piece of American numismatic history with real and rising value. Next up, we are diving deep into the world of the United States Washington quarter dollar, specifically the 1987 edition with the P Mint mark. This coin, bearing the proud profile of the nation's first president, has captured the attention of collectors around the world, especially when found in very fine condition with unique characteristics like brown spots. While many may overlook a coin like this, true collectors know it represents far more than just face value. It is a hidden gem in today's action-packed coin market. Let's begin by exploring the rich history and background of the Washington quarter. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, this quarter quickly became a permanent fixture in American currency. By 1987, the quarter had already solidified its place in every American's daily life, yet each year and mint mark brought subtle differences that can now significantly influence collector interest. The P Mint mark denotes that this particular quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is known for producing some of the most circulated yet historically important coins in the United States. Numismatics. What makes the 1987 Washington quarter with the letter P Mint mark so unique is not only its mintage, but also the fascinating features that certain surviving coins display today. One of those eye-catching traits is the presence of brown spotting on the surface. While some might initially mistake these spots as imperfections, seasoned collectors recognize them as indicators of age and authenticity. In very fine condition, these coins showcase their detailed designs with minimal wear. George Washington's hair and facial details are still crisp, and the reverse's eagle remains bold and commanding. The brown toning, especially when natural, gives the coin character and uniqueness, increasing its appeal in high-demand numismatic circles. Rarity and condition are two of the most powerful driving forces behind a coin's demand, and this 1987 Washington quarter meets both criteria with strength. While millions were minted for general circulation, the survival rate of coins in very fine condition with natural brown spots is remarkably low. Time, environment, and handling have drastically reduced the number of visually appealing coins from this mintage, which is why collectors are rushing to secure them. These coins stand out in any collection, especially for those focusing on late 20th century American coinage. The combination of a well-preserved strike, interesting toning, and solid mint history makes this coin a hot commodity. In today's active collector market, the 1987 P Washington quarter with brown spots and very fine condition is commanding impressive prices. Depending on presentation and specific toning pattern, these quarters can sell $68,000 or more, with some premium examples fetching even higher values at auctions and private sales. Online coin forums and marketplaces are seeing increasing bids for these coins, driven by a growing appreciation for coins that stand out visually and historically. As more collectors build specialized quarter sets or look for coins with toning and character, this 1987 edition is climbing the value charts rapidly. For collectors looking to add this beauty to their collection, here are some tips to keep in mind. First, always aim for coins that have even, natural-looking brown spotting. This can enhance the coin's appeal without compromising its grade. Store your coin in a proper holder to preserve its condition and avoid further discoloration. It is also wise to obtain a professional opinion or even certification if the coin appears particularly well preserved. Joining collector communities and attending coin shows can help you stay informed and spot opportunities to buy or sell rare examples of the 1987 P Washington quarter at the right moment. To wrap up, the 1987 Washington quarter with the Philadelphia Mint mark, found in very fine condition and featuring natural brown spots, is not just another quarter, it is a rising star in the coin collecting world. With strong historical significance, unique visual appeal, and increasing demand in today's vibrant market, this coin is a must-have for collectors who want to stay ahead of the curve. Keep your eyes open, your collection growing, and always appreciate the hidden stories behind every coin. Next up, we are exploring a hidden gem from the United States, the 1980 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark, featuring unique grey dots and found in very fine condition. This is not just any ordinary coin. It is a collectible piece that is catching the attention of serious coin collectors and investors alike. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just stepping into the thrilling world of numismatics, this is a coin that demands your attention right now. Let us begin with the history and background of this exceptional coin. The Washington quarter has been a mainstay in the United States coinage since 1932, originally introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. By 1980, the United States Mint was producing millions of quarters annually, and the Denver Mint, represented by the letter D mint mark, played a major role in the coin's distribution. But what makes the 1980 with D stand out isn't just its origin, it's the combination of its design, mint mark, and extremely rare surface characteristics, such as the grey dots, that have made it a sensation among collectors today. One of the most unique features of the 1980 with D Washington quarter is precisely those mysterious grey dots that appear on certain coins. These dots are not the result of post-mint damage, but rather a rare anomaly believed to have occurred during the minting or metal mixing process. This unusual pattern adds a layer of mystery and desirability to the coin, making it vastly different from its more common counterparts. Paired with a very fine condition, which means minimal wear and solid detail, the coin becomes a prized collectible. The D mint mark further enhances its appeal, as Denver minted coins often show slight variations and are highly sought after for their strong strike quality and consistent minting practices. When it comes to rarity and condition, this coin truly shines. Very few 1980 with D Washington quarters with visible grey dots have survived in very fine condition over the decades. Most circulated coins from this era have significant wear and lack the distinct markings that elevate a coin's value. However, this specific variant has become incredibly rare and hard to find. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for well-preserved specimens, and those lucky enough to find one with all the desirable traits, grey dots, the letter D mint mark, and very fine detail, are sitting on a piece of history that continues to rise in value. Speaking of value, let us talk about the current market demand and the dollar figures that are turning heads. Today, the 1980 with D Washington quarter with grey dots in very fine condition is commanding premium prices in collector markets and online auctions. While regular 1980 with D quarters, this rare variety is consistently being valued at $78,000 or more, depending on the prominence of the grey dots and the preservation of the coin's features. As awareness of this variety grows and the supply remains limited, collectors are willing to pay top dollar just to secure this rare gem for their collection. In a market where condition and uniqueness define price, this coin is hitting all the right notes and climbing steadily in value. For collectors who want to get their hands on this coin or already own one, there are a few smart moves to make. First, make sure the coin is stored in a protective holder to prevent further wear. It is essential to preserve its very fine condition to retain or even increase its market value. Secondly, consider getting the coin professionally graded. A certified grade can further boost its price, especially when the unique grey dot feature is clearly visible and recognized. And lastly, stay engaged with collector communities and forums where rare varieties like this are actively discussed, because being informed gives you an edge in buying, selling, or holding onto valuable coins like the 1980 with D Washington quarter. In conclusion, the 1980 Washington quarter with the D mint mark and grey dots in very fine condition is a hidden treasure in the world of coin collecting. It combines historical significance, mysterious and eye-catching features, extreme rarity and growing market value, all the elements that make a coin truly collectible. Whether you are holding one now or hunting for it in your next coin roll search, remember this: coins like these are not just currency, they are investment pieces and historical artifacts rolled into one. Keep your eyes open, your collection growing, and your passion alive, because treasures like the 1980 with quarter are waiting to be discovered. Next up, we are diving deep into the world of American numismatics to uncover the remarkable story and impressive market value of the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, 1981 with the letter P mint mark, featuring grey dots and in very fine condition. This coin isn't just another piece of metal, it's a treasure that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide and is commanding big interest in today's market. If you are lucky enough to own one, or are on the hunt for a high-demand gem, you are going to want to stick around until the very end. Let us begin with the history and background of this iconic coin. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. It quickly became a staple in American pockets and continued to evolve over the decades. The 1981 issue, especially those minted at the Philadelphia Mint and marked with a P, holds a special place in modern coinage history. This was a time when the United States Mint was preparing for major transitions, and certain features, such as the subtle grey spotting that appeared on some coins, became unexpected but intriguing traits. These small visual quirks have now become desirable identifiers among seasoned collectors. What makes the 1981 Washington quarter with the P mint mark and grey dots stand out is its unique combination of age, mint location, and appearance. The P mint mark signifies that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most historically significant mints in the United States. But it is the grey dots, naturally formed during the coin's aging process or due to slight variations in the metal composition and storage conditions, that give this coin a unique identity. In very fine condition, the details of Washington's bust, the wordings, and the eagle on the reverse remain sharp, giving the coin an attractive, collectible appearance while showcasing its decades of preserved beauty. The rarity and collector demand for this coin are absolutely skyrocketing. Although millions were produced in 1981, very few have survived in such visually striking and well-preserved condition with grey dot patterns. Collectors are increasingly seeking out coins with distinguishing traits that set them apart from the norm, and this quarter fits the bill perfectly. The presence of grey dots does not detract, it enhances. It makes the coin uniquely identifiable, which is a key factor in collector psychology. In today's numismatic circles, uniqueness equals value. The better the condition, the higher the price tag, and coins in very fine condition like this one are becoming harder and harder to find. Now let's talk about the exciting part, current market value in dollars. As of now, the 1981 Washington quarter, with a P mint mark and grey dots in very fine condition, is creating waves in collector markets and auction circles. The base melt value of a quarter may be high, the collectible value of this specific piece has soared. Depending on the interest level, auction setting, and collector demand, this coin can easily fetch $77,000, especially when collectors are competing for standout specimens. Some specialized listings have shown upward momentum well into the three-figure range, particularly for quarters that combine sharp details, high eye appeal, and the rare grey dot characteristics. This coin is no longer just spare change, it is a small fortune in the right hands. For collectors and enthusiasts looking to get into the game, now is the perfect time. If you come across a 1981 P Washington quarter with grey dots and minimal wear, do not overlook it. Store it safely, consider getting it professionally graded, and watch as its market value continues to climb. Pay close attention to features like luster, surface marks, and color toning, as these factors play a significant role in valuation. And always stay connected with collector forums, auction houses, and trusted coin dealers to stay ahead of trends and demand spikes. In conclusion, the 1981 Washington quarter with the P mint mark and those fascinating grey dots in very fine condition is a standout piece in today's coin market. It blends rich history, unique appearance, and undeniable rarity, making it a top-tier choice for any collector. With growing demand and increasing recognition, this quarter is more than just a coin. It is a prized asset that reflects the beauty and depth of American coinage. So if you are holding on to one, treasure it. And if you are searching for it, stay vigilant. Because this is one coin that is going places, and its value is only going up from here. Next up, we are diving deep into a fascinating coin that has been making waves in the collector's market, the 1988 Washington quarter with the D mint mark, showing unique brown dots and preserved in very fine condition. This is not just any ordinary quarter. It is a coin that carries rich historical value, distinctive features, and a surprising demand that continues to rise in today's numismatic marketplace. If you own one, or you are lucky enough to spot it, you might be holding on to a hidden gem worth serious dollars. Let us begin with the powerful history and background of the 1988 Washington quarter. First minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington, this coin became a long-standing symbol of honor, leadership, and American legacy. The 1988 issue, particularly those minted in Denver and marked with the letter D, is part of the pre-statehood quarter era, an era now highly valued for its pure historical roots. These coins were struck in the millions, but only a small percentage have survived in collectible condition with standout qualities, making the 1988 with D quarter increasingly desirable among collectors. What makes the 1988 with D Washington quarter so unique, especially those with brown dots and very fine condition, is its visual appeal and the story behind those mysterious marks. Brown dots on coins can result from natural toning due to age, environmental factors, or the coin's original metal mix interacting with air over time. Rather than being a flaw, these natural aging patterns create a stunning and one-of-a-kind appearance that serious collectors consider a mark of authenticity and uniqueness. In very fine condition, this coin retains strong detail on Washington's portrait and the eagle on the reverse, highlighting its historical elegance and charm. Now let's talk rarity and collector demand. While millions of quarters were minted in 1988, only a small number have reached us today with well-preserved surfaces, and even fewer display the special brown toning that sets them apart. Coins in very fine condition are already in demand, but when you add the unique aesthetic of brown dots and the solid letter D mint mark from Denver, the rarity climbs dramatically. Collectors are always seeking coins that tell a story, look exceptional, and stand out in their displays. And this 1988 with D Washington quarter delivers on all fronts. Its scarcity in such a condition makes it a high-demand piece in the current coin collecting world. When it comes to market value, this coin is proving to be a real winner. While face value is just 25 cents, collectors are paying far more for well-preserved examples, especially with natural toning and visual character. In today's action-packed coin market, a 1988 with D Washington quarter in very fine condition with these unique brown dots can command a value ranging from $66,000 up to much higher figures, depending on the buyer's interest and the coin's overall eye appeal. Some collectors are willing to go above standard valuations just to acquire one for their specialized toned or pre-statehood quarter collection. The buzz around this coin continues to grow, and as more people become aware of its beauty and significance, prices are expected to rise even further. For collectors aiming to get their hands on a 1988 with D quarter like this, or hoping to maximize the value of one already in their possession, here is a crucial tip: preserve the coin as it is. Do not clean or tamper with the brown dots, as they add value and uniqueness. Store the coin in a dry, protective holder, and if possible, get it graded to authenticate the condition. Networking with other collectors or attending coin shows can also help you find buyers or sellers who truly understand this coin's worth. Stay updated with collector trends, because coins like these are steadily climbing the ladder of desirability. In conclusion, the 1988 with D Washington quarter, with natural brown dots in very fine condition, is a powerful example of how modern coins can still hold significant value in the collector's world. With its patriotic heritage, stunning visual features, increasing rarity, and strong market demand, it stands as a shining star in the world of American coin collecting. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, this coin is one that deserves your attention. Hold on to it tightly or grab one if you can. It is a treasure that reflects both history and high market potential. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing insights into the world of rare coins. Stay curious, stay passionate, and as always, keep collecting.